Okay, tonight we're going to get into this knife here. The Double Safe Hunter from Cold Steel, their 2020 collection. Oh my gosh, I love this knife. Let's just get into this. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to check it out first, and then we're going to beat the mess out of this thing. This thing is awesome. I'll tell you right now, just a really quick, wait, before you do, hit the like button, subscribe, do all that. Then later you can check out the rest of my videos. But for right now, the Double Safe Hunter. This is an awesome knife. Just so cool. This is like a buck knife. Just an upgraded kind of buck knife. I don't know if y'all remember from the 80s when they remade the Bionic Man, and the new Bionic Man had better stuff. It was like the old Bionic Man, but just a little bit better. This is kind of like a buck knife. The feel of it and just the way it makes you feel with it in hand, but better. Like all the improvements you'd want on a buck knife. This has the thumb stud opener. Of course, it still has the lock back. Let's get into this real quick, and then we're gonna just beat the fire out of this. Haven't beat the fire out of it yet, so I don't know if I'm gonna love it after this video, but I love this thing right now. I just love the way it feels. Here, let me get you look at the specs just in case you want to skip over that in the video. So there you go. Now I heard a bunch of mess. HCR13 MOV. Don't worry about that. We're gonna see what that holds up to. Mostly we're just gonna beat it up. I love this knife. Seriously. Think of all the knives you'd miss out on if you didn't like different steels, but don't miss out on this one because of it. As far as right now we're gonna go, yes, this is a must buy. We're gonna get into why it's a must buy later. But let's get into the steel. We know the steel. See the blade, 1, 2, 3, just over 3.5 inches of HCR13 MOV. Check that out. And it's got, I had to switch out the thumb studs for left-handed just because I needed that. But it's got the little short thumb studs on the other side. I wish they would do the double big thumb studs. That's one beef I have on this knife. See, can't get enough. I mean, you can get it, but I like a little bit more, purchase for my chunky thumbs. I'm not getting enough of that. But over here, not an issue. So that's awesome. Check that out. Thumb studs, nice thick blade. It's really a buck feeling knife. Let's see if I can find a buck in here to compare it to, so I'm not sitting here flapping my gums and you don't believe me. All right, here's a 112. This is the oldest knife I have. But you can kind of see where there's some similarities there in that feeling. Wish you knew where the 110 was without searching too long. Oh, I speak, and there it is. Okay, this one's a 110, so it's a little bit longer. Now, it's got the thumb stud, aftermarket thumb stud on there. Just look at that. The blade is wider. I love the wider blade. This is like an upgraded buck. That's what I'm saying. It's like the new Bionic Man. It's bionic, but it's still more bionic-y. All right. So that's what it reminds me of. Just a nice hunting knife, kind of in the old vein of the bucks. But you're getting this. Check this out. So you're getting this camouflage. What is FRN here? I think this is FRN. What it's talking about. Let's see. It doesn't say here. Yeah, I think it's camouflage FRN, GLN, GFN, ABC 1, 2, 3. You know what I'm saying? But it's really grippy here, Check that out. It's got the lock back. The thing about this one is you can close it one-handed. See? If you get it up here, just like a lot of Cold Steel, if you get it right up here where that thumb guard is, bam, you're good. Now, if you get it a little bit down, oh yeah, you got a new scar to show your girlfriend up here or your boyfriend. Either way, right up here is probably a little too high, but right here is perfect. There you go. Good to go. Blam! This thing is awesome. All right, so got the camouflage, got the lock back. Even the little backspacer's camouflage. That's weird, huh? Is that a backspacer? Or is that all one piece? That may be all one piece. Yeah, I think that's one piece. I don't see any seams there. Okay, so this is all one piece on this side. So it's one scale of the lock. So you go check that out now. Now it is only right-handed tip up carry in your pocket. You can carry it this way. You could pull it out that way and just be like a half a second longer to get in position. You're not going to use this as your, sharks and jets knife, so you should be okay there. All right, there you go. The grip is amazing. Feels good in hand. Feels like you can do some work with it. Nice lanyard hole. I'm going to put something bright orange in there, so on the outside chance, the really, really outside chance I go hunting, I'm not going to have to worry about losing it in the greens and the browns when I go out there. Check that out. Does it have words on there? It does. What are the words on there? If you can read this, you're too close. I don't know what it says, but it's got words on there. Now, it comes with this extra safety lock here. And at that point, you can't shut this thing. You cannot shut this thing. Now, can we beat it shut? I don't know. We're going to try it out. But I'll tell you what. I saw some dude whining about it being a lockback. And why would Cold Steel make a lockback? And then, you know, they do the triad lock. Well, you know what? The triad lock is just a lockback with an extra pin in it, right? Isn't that what the triad lock is? Let's see. I have a triad here somewhere. I think I collected some Cold Steel. Yeah. So you got all the pins for the lockback, and then you got an extra pin, which is awesome. Andrew Dimko's a genius for doing that. But it's just an extra thing on the lock. So now you got this extra thing for the lockback, and we're going to see how well it holds up as a humongous. We're going to try it as a hammer. We're going to try it as a chopper. This poor knife is going to wish he'd gone to some other person, like in New Hampshire somewhere, out in the leaves, and he's with Buffy and Miffy. But he's not going to be that guy. He's going to be tested. He's going to be tested to the full extreme of his abilities. And he'll be prouder for it. All right, so all his cousins over there in the Hamptons or New Hampshire, anything starts with a hamp that makes you rich and froofy, he's not going to be him. We're going to give this thing a go. Let's see what else we can look at. The action is pretty good, I guess. You know, it drops shut and it'll flick open. You got to give it a little bit of flick, but not too bad. This is a really cool knife. I love this knife. I bought this not as an afterthought, but as a kind of like, okay, I want the crisp Voyager. And of course, you know, I want the Formax Scout, and I want to, what's the other one I want to check out? The 1911. I want to check out all those, and I'll throw in this one just to, you know, round out my cart. And I ended up liking this a lot. I may like this more than even the Chris Voyager as far as it's something I'm going to carry. I love this knife. I'm fixing to test it though. All right, just to make sure, we're going to do the belly test, the belly hair test, to make sure it can show you the belly hair right out of the box. Oh yeah, yeah, there we go. Oh, Doc's going to wonder where I got that scar. That's okay. I'll just tell him it was in the war. So there you go. Now we're going to go test this on some chopping and some hammering and a lot of stuff that's going to make a bunch of people cringe after I'm done with it. And then we'll see how well that edge holds up and the steel and that lock and just the knife overall. All right, let's go check it out. All right, here we go. We're going to try the double safe hunter out here in this double safe testing area. How is it double safe? Because I have a glove and I have a brain. That makes me double safe. It may be like 1.5 safe. I'll let you figure out which is the half. But so I'm gonna put on this lock just to be sure here. Should I do the? I'll do the blade first and then I'll do the lock test. So we're gonna test this lock. I just want to test that steel a little bit for the people that don't believe. This thing's been out in the weather. This 2x4. And of course you're not going to do this too. I'm going to do a little hard slicing with this ACR13. You're not going to do this with your knife, of course. You're not going to do any chopping with this. This is more like a hunting, skinning kind of knife. I want to see what it would hold up to. Oh, he's ungloved. There went the half part. The half part now makes sense. All right, let me test that steel here. No chips, no nothing like that. Let me see any rolls. Let's test the belly hair here. Still taking the hairs off. There we go, so that's a good sign. Alright, we're going to do a little more chopping. Let's do a little sawing with this. A little sawing, you know, sawing anybody? I'm going to saw through this wood. Oh, right in the eyeball! Should have been 3 times tested. Should have been triple safe hunter. Alright, look away! Look away, Jimislash. Squint a lot. I didn't need to look out that left side anyways. Why did you give me some safety goggles, young Skywalker? Alright. There you go. That blade edge feels really good. Y'all whine about ACR13, you'll know what you're talking about. Right, look at this. You gonna do some of this at work? What are you gonna do with this? Alright, there's that blade. Alright, now we're going to do the other side. I got that lock activated. I'm going to see what holds. Man, this is kind of scary. Look, this is bringing up some wood chips here. That one hit me in the mustache. Look at that. That's why this makes sense. This knife is fucking awesome. Alright, let's see. Any blade play? There's nothing there. Let's close this thing up. Oh, just like the day it was born. This thing, you guys are fools if you're looking for a good knife. This thing is awesome. Hold on, let's bang on it some more. Die, board. Alright, folks. The double safe hunter is, I liked it before. No, I love this thing. This thing is something else. I mean, look at that. There's nothing. There's no blade play. There's nothing. We're gonna go see and cut some coupons, see how the edge held up. Let's go back inside. All right, I'm back in from the testing zone. I'm gonna tell you what, guys. This knife. Look at that. I made it a little tweak on the pivot here, just a little bit back and forth. No rock, just a little bit of play there. But holy freak, still lined up. You might even on camera, I am now. This knife is awesome. Let's check the steel out. Let me check that edge out just to make sure. Look at that. No chips. Let me see, rolls. You see any rolls on there? No rolls. Let's get a coupon out. Test that, because that is, of course, the ultimate test of sharpness. Coupons. All right, put your guess down. What's the coupon going to be? Pause it right now and guess. Oh, did you guess how to get more coupons for your business? All right, coupon mailer. Oh, that's not good. There we go. I'm just getting crazy here. I'm not going right to the coupon. There we go. Right side. Have y'all ever noticed that there's certain sides of the paper that cut easier than other sides of the paper? Watch that. See how that slices? And then this side doesn't slice. I know it's not scientific, but that seems to be the case for me. Now watch this. Yeah, so it's certain sides of the paper. Look at that. Still shaving. Well, we already tried the belly hair. We'll try it one more time. Oh yeah, still scraping off enough to be shave worthy. So, I'm telling you guys, this HCR13, I don't know what Lynn Thompson's doing over there, putting magic dust in the HCR13. This is holding up. I know it's got a bad rap as a budget steel or whatever, and it ain't worth that much money because it's not. This thing is awesome. You're going to take this with you wherever you go as just an EDC knife or a truck knife or a hunting knife, and you're going to be happy with it. This thing is great. It's a great knife, and I've just tried to beat the mess out of it and did not succeed. I'm going to put a little tweak on there. There's like the tiniest bit of blade play that I'm going to just tweak the pivot, and it's going to be just fine. No rock forward and back. The lock is just locking up, snappy. I love this knife. If you can't tell, I love this knife. I highly recommend it. If you're looking for a hunting knife, I recommend it. It's going to take the beating you're going to put onto it. If you're going to get blood on this thing, you know, skinning or whatever, this grip is going to hold up. If you're really intense, I don't know what the freak you're going to do that the lockback won't hold. If you decide you're going to hammer in some nails, this thing is awesome. This has got to be up there with the Triad as far as just being secure with that extra bit on that lockback. So there you go. This is a great knife. I can't sell it enough. The one problem with it was the thumb studs. I wish they'd double up the thumb studs like they do on the Voyager. Let's see, any other problems with it? You might have you know, you're not gonna use this as a fighting knife, so you gotta yank this out of your pocket at light speed. So you can carry it like this. You're gonna pull it out. It's gonna be in this position. Look, so you're in this position when it comes in your hand. Oh, look at that. Oh, it's magic. and then you're right there. It's not a big deal. You're going to miss out on this knife because you're whining about the clip. You're going to miss out on a really awesome knife. All right, let me know what you think down there. Have you tried this knife out? Have you had a look-see? You've been thinking about it? If you're thinking about it, if you're right there on the fence, jump over the fence. If you're not, you should be there. This thing's a great knife. But let me know what you think down there. And check out the rest of my videos. And I'll talk to you later. All right, so I got to do a quick addendum on this video I just did. Sorry for the mess. It was just, I tried to kill the double safe hunter. Y'all saw me. And I said that there wasn't hardly any blade play, and there wasn't. So I went to go ahead and tighten this pivot up. And here's the problem that I noticed. The pivot is spinning. The pivot spins. I don't know if it does this on all the models. I talked to Cold Steel. They were cool and said to send it back in. But since I beat the mess out of this thing, I don't really feel good about sending it back into them. However, I'm going to get back to them and see if all the models are this. Because what happened was, I felt the wiggle, and it was fine. And in the closed position, it was fine. But I went to tighten the pivot, and then the blade really got loose. Now, it's not super loose to the point where I'm worried it's going to fail on me, because you stick that lock on there, it's still, super locked up. But I can't fix it. I can't tighten this thing up. I can't take it apart and see what I did to it because that pivot won't stop spinning. I'm hoping to tell me that I got a goofed up one, or that all my beating on it ruined the pivot. I don't know. I can't open this. Do y'all have this knife? And have you tried to open it? Did I somehow screw up the pivot? I don't see how that would mess up the pivot and make it spin, but it might have. So, man, I love this knife, and I enjoyed beating on it. But because of that reason, I don't want to tell y'all to get this, because that might be a deal breaker for you. See, listen. Right in this condition, it's a great truck knife. I'm not worried about it. Seriously, I would still take it out in the woods and beat on it and not worry about it breaking or whatnot. It's just that this pivot's going to be annoying, really annoying for some people. And even though it's a budget knife, in that $45 range, a lot of people are already eating the 8CR13, which we proved is not an issue, but some people are going to have to swallow that to get past that, to get to this great knife. And then on top of that, that pivot's going to be messed up, and that's going to be a huge deal breaker for a lot of people. I don't know if it was a deal breaker for me, especially since I beat this one up, and I don't know if I would buy it again knowing that the pivot's spinning. Right now, it's a good, like I said, it's a good truck knife, good stick it in the fishing box kind of knife or whatever. Man, it's just, I guess I'm just kind of really picky about blade play. I just, one of the things that bothers me is blade play. And like I said, it has zero effect on how useful this is. It's just annoying to me. So, man, as much as I want to recommend this knife because I really think it's awesome without that blade play, I don't want y'all picking it up on my recommendation and then going, Jimislash is a Cold Steel shill. And that's not the truth. I want to be honest with you guys. I love Cold Steel, love Lynn Thompson, love all the stuff they're doing. I'd like to see what their final answer is going to be on this. And as soon as I get it, I'll get right back to you. If it's tomorrow, I'm going to make another video real quick and shoot this over to you guys, and you all know exactly what they said to me. Like I said, they already offered for me to send this back. I don't feel real comfortable sending it back. It's because I did beat on it and stuff, and I want to know what the issue is with the pivot on all of them. So I might pick up another one and see if I can fix it if Cold Steel doesn't get back to me, but they're usually really, really good about getting back to me. So there you go. Right now, it's like 40% get it, 60% you're going to be annoyed with the pivot. I hope it fixes it because this is a great, great knife otherwise. Let's hope they fix it. I'll talk to y'all later.